Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christopher. Today we are going to continue building this raised bed. It's not going to be too fancy this year, but I just wanted to bring you along. Last episode I built these two beds and I filled them with soil and I put some mulch down in between. And I'm really happy with this setup. It's looking nice and it's clean and everything. And it's going to help me keep the weeds away. So today we are going to continue on this one. We're building a frame that's going to sit on top of this. It's going to be 1.5 to 2 meters high. I'm not sure. We're just tinkering with this and so for those of you who have been following me for a while, everything that I do is just I never know once until it's actually built. So I'm just going to take a look at this and see what I think height-wise and everything. And I really don't have a plan for this. I have some timber and I'm just going to start and see where it takes me. Hopefully it will look nice in the end, but it's not very well planned. So just keep that in mind. And this is mainly just shown for inspiration, and you should never do things the way that I do, because it's probably, for those of you out there that actually know what they're doing, you're probably gonna think that I'm doing a bad job, and that's probably true. But anyway, this is just the way that I do it, and hopefully you can get some inspiration from it. So I'm going to time-lapse the whole thing like last episode. Ja, han var nedi der. Ja, kom her til da. I'm going to time-lapse the whole thing like I did last time, and I'm going to voiceover because it's really simple to sit in the greenhouse or the inside grow room with my microphone and just do the whole thing in a little bit cooler environment than outside here. So that's what we're going to do this time also, and I hope you enjoy it and stick around until the end. I will come back and talk to you a little bit after we finish up here. And I'm going to try to get some nice shot of this. So okay, I'm going to get started. Oh, it's so hot out there. But yeah, let's see what we can make of this. So I started up by measuring what I wanted for the heights, and I concluded that about 2 meters was perfect. So I cut two 2x4 beams, and I cut them at 2 meters. And I measured the center of the grow bed, and I pre-drilled some holes just to make it so that the wood wouldn't crack that much. And I did the same thing on the other side. I used 4 big screws and to secure it with. And I was initially thinking that would be enough to keep it stiff, but as you can see at the end of this time-lapse, I actually ended up stiffening up it a little bit better than it initially was planned for. So I started on the frame for the top, and I used 1.5 by 3 inch wood. It's all untreated, and I did put in a middle beam there, just a support beam for making the whole thing a little bit more rigid and stiff. And also it's nice to have this beam that I could then run the wires that I'm going to put in there, run those through the support beam in the middle, so it helps keeping the wire a little bit more aligned with the box on top of it. So I drilled some holes and I screwed in some holders, so I had something to attach the wire to. And I just went and got some not too thin wire, but it was decent size, and it was really simple to work with. And I just clamped it together, and I really just used the tension that I was able to do just by using my hands, and it seemed to be sufficient enough. So there's not too much sag in these, and it's a really simple procedure, but I think the simple is always or sometimes going to be the best solution. And as you can see there, I drilled some holes in the middle beam there, and I run the cable through them. So I just I was just thinking a little bit about how I was supposed to get that one up alone, but I managed to do it with some clever engineering, and it went in perfect. So as you can see, I don't have a support beam on the middle, but that's something that I will consider putting in at a later stage. I used some 45-degree wood for the support, and as you can see there in the middle there, I used the same 45-degree wood at the bottom, so it's really stiff now, and as you can see, the wires have a little bit of a sag, but it's not more than a centimeter across the whole thing. So I think it looks nice, and it's a great addition to our garden, and hopefully it could be some inspiration for you if you're thinking about some way of securing your tomatoes. So yeah, this is Christopher saying may the force be with you, and I really do hope I'll see you in my next crazy thing in the garden.